Hello, salespersons of all makes, models, and brands. My name is Chance, and welcome to another one of our Objection episodes over here at the Sales Bible. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of the most foundational objections out there, the classic "I'm not buying today" objection. This is one of my personal favorites because it actually tells you a lot about the customer, and it's actually super easy to deal with. It's honestly one of my favorites. I've had a lot of fun with this objection over the years, and I kind of have a process that works best, at least in a general sense, and we'll get into that a little bit later on as well. But for starters, let's actually probe into this objection and dissect what it actually means. So it tells you a lot about your customer. What it does is it lets you know that your customers are very analytical. They like their research and they like knowing everything possible about the vehicle they're going to be purchasing. And part of the reason this is a good indicator is it shows that they're serious buyers. So these are typically people who don't like pressure. They don't like being forced into things. They'll move at their own pace. They're also people who really know what they need out of a vehicle, so typically landing them on a unit is relatively easy. They're also fairly intelligent people, so you won't need to explain the more simple concepts. At least more often than not, you don't really need to. It's usually quite easy to get along with them. And it also tells you that they're going to be pretty studious. So just make sure you're speaking very clear, concise, and well-informed. Now, let's get into what not to do. Do not, under any circumstances, belittle or discredit these people. It will be your biggest mistake with this particular kind of customer. So don't say things like, "But why though?" This is not the time for it. Don't just simply say, "Okay," and then walk away. That's probably even worse. Don't say, "Let me know when you're ready to move forward," and then hand him a business card. That's garbage. And don't ask, "What can I do to change your mind?" Typically, these people, price really isn't a huge issue. I mean, they like lower prices, obviously, everyone does, but they just don't want to get to the point where they make a decision they regret. So just please bear that in mind. So what do you do? So first and foremost, you're going to introduce yourself properly. This is something a lot of salespeople seem to neglect. Don't know why, but it's a good habit to get into. "Hello, welcome to XYZ dealership. My name's Chance, and you are?" And then they'll reply, "My name's Tom." I'm like, "Nice to meet you, Tom. What brings you in today?" And then he'll say, "I'm looking at getting into a new vehicle. I'm not going to do anything today, though." To which you'll reply, "I understand. The last thing I'm going to do is ask you to buy today. It seems like you're in the research phase. Is that fair to say?" And he'll say, "Exactly." And I'll reply with, "Awesome. It's my job to help you get all the information you'll need. Grab a seat." And that just goes into the regular process now. This is one of my favorite ones because what it does is it circles back and then you'll actually end up asking them to buy today. Like, "What will it take, man? Like, you love the vehicle. I can tell you're comfortable in it. You looked super comfortable while you were test driving it. What do I have to do to help you get into this vehicle?" And then he'll be like, "Well, I thought you weren't going to ask me to buy today." I'm like, "No, you see, Tom, what I said is it's the last thing I'm going to do." And then he'll be like, "Oh, that's smart." And by this point, you have a ton of rapport, so you can kind of joke around like that. And then he'll just level with you. He'll be like, "You know what, man? If you can get it within my budget, it's all yours." That's typically how I've seen it play out. Naturally, some people are bound to be more difficult than that, but that's where your ability as a closer really comes in. And you know what? Push comes to shove. I really like dealing with these people. I have a very logical sales approach. These are very logical people. If it makes sense to them, they have no issue moving forward, and I really like that. That being said, to break this down into a general sense so you can replicate it, essentially just introduce yourself like normal, ask what brings them in, explain that it's not your job to pressure them into a car sale, it's your job to inform them and help them make the best decision possible, and then have them take a seat at your desk. That's about it. Just relate to them, make sure they know that you know where they're at in their own sales cycle, and it just helps build confidence, helps relax them, helps get them to open up. That's generally how I approach it. That being said, if you have any ideas, if you have any approaches or any word tracks, please put them down beneath in the comment section. I really do appreciate it. I know everyone else does as well. That being said, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and as always, happy selling, everyone.